In the digital era, CIO needs to be able to engage with the business at the speed at which the business is operating. So if there is a new challenger in their marketplace, or if the business sees an opportunity to challenge into somebody else's marketplace, they need to be able to support that investment program at the speed that's expected. They cannot be in a situation where they are taking weeks and months to begin a process that others, perhaps without some of their history, are able to execute in days and hours. So I think it really is about being able to respond far more rapidly to the business requirement. To succeed, I think they will also need to recognize that they cannot think about things anymore. The business doesn't really care, per se, about hardware and middleware and operating systems and assets. They care about applications, and applications are the unit of investment in new process. So I think the CIO needs to be able to talk to the business in the language of applications and function, and needs to be able to respond far more rapidly. So customers and individuals, in fact we all as individuals, we have much higher expectations than we did just a few years ago. If I think back to earlier in my career, every piece of technology came with a manual and I expected to read it before I used the technology. Now, if the technology needs any description at all, it's probably not being designed correctly. If we take that into the world of human interaction, we as individuals are ever less patient. When we go online to buy something, if the website you're trying to buy from doesn't respond quickly, you know you can probably buy the same thing from another website in much less time. So you go there as well. They lose your business. So in terms of customer interaction and customer experience, the CIO plays a critical role because they are the determinant of performance and availability of anything technology that the organization exposes into its customers. So really they own the experience, they own the interface, and as more and more channels become available, they will be the people who are, first of all, making them possible to exploit for the business units around. That's quite straightforward. So I think really the new measure of success for security is the time it takes to respond to an inevitable attack. We can build our walls very high, but unfortunately the people who are trying to hack into our organizations are smart, in many cases they're resourced and they're highly motivated. I think to begin with an assumption that we can keep them all out is the wrong assumption. We should assume that someone will get in, and therefore the measure of success is how quickly you can respond. Any delay between an attack being known to have occurred, so perhaps your customer records were exposed and customers now know that, and you being able to tell those customers, these were the customers that were affected, this is what happened, and more importantly, this is what we did to fix it. Any delay is damage to reputation. If you're a commercial organization, it's probably a reduction in your stock price.